Hey.
Hi there, Pi. How are you?
I'm good, Nev. How you doing?
I'm good. Should we get this little show on the road?
Let's get this show on the road.
Okay. Hello, everybody out there. It's well, I'm in here in little old Ingerland where it's evening. But Pi is in California where it's, I guess, lunchtime almost.
Yeah, it's noon. It's hot, but I'm in my studio, so I'm in,
Well, it's been raining here today, surprisingly. But anyway, I think we'll talk about more important things. We're here today to talk to Pi Jacobs and her band about this fantastic new album that's just come out, or it's about to come out, called Two Truths and a Lie. It depends where you are in the world, but you'll be able to get it online, and we're going to give you lots of information about how to get hold of it. It's been getting great press, hasn't it?
Yeah, really good. Can't complain.
And it's a really special album. Your second with Traviana Records?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The first one I did was an acoustic record back in 2017, but this is the full Monty.
Yeah, this is a big record,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be a really, hopefully a really entertaining hour. We'll be showing some of the videos, some live videos, and some of the promotional videos as well. Hearing some of the songs, hearing some of the stories behind the album, because the album's got quite a theme to it, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I started writing it, and it's not like there was pressure, but we had such a good run with A Little Blue that I wanted to get this new one out pretty quickly. But I was writing it during the height of the Me Too movement, so just having a lot of feelings about that, but wanting to do something that was positive. So I decided to make every song on the album a story of a different female character. So they're all little mini stories about all different kinds of people, but all ladies.
Yeah, all ladies, but all really interesting, fascinating stories. This isn't a collection of lost love songs, is it?
No, I really wanted to avoid "You're so beautiful," "You dumped me and I hate you," "You're my mommy." All of the classic female roles I really wanted to get away from and show that, we can do a lot of different stuff. We're really complex.
Well, the first I think we're going to I think we should go straight in with a video, and if everybody's ready for this, because it's a great video, but very different from the subject of the song, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about Rear View.
Yeah, well, Rear View is a kind of a heavy song. It's about having to make a run for it, right? So, this woman in the song is making a run for it, but I wanted to make it not quite so heavy, and so we were brainstorming. I'm like, well, what if she's making a run for it because she's a spy and she's undercover? And I'm a huge James Bond fan, and I wanted it to look very Casino Royale. So hopefully we did that.
I'll check out the Mustang in this, but
yeah.
Yeah, let's go straight over. Let's take a look at Rear View.
Okay.
She packed a bag while he was working, emptied out the bank account, told no one where she was going, headed west, out of town. It's taken all of her nerve, but it won't catch her. She's got nothing to lose in the rear view. Ooh. It ain't so bad starting over. Soon these bruises will fade. She's gonna be a different woman. Dyed her hair, changed her name. It's taken all of her nerve, but it won't catch her.
That was a review.
Hey, Ted. What's
Hello.
up, man?
Oh,
How are you? But I'm just ahead.
How you doing, Ted?
I am good. How are you?
I'm Ned.
Ned, pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me on board today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. I think we've got a bit of an echo coming from there, but maybe it's like slap pack.
I'm going to try to turn my volume down. How's that? Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
Yes.
So we've just been joined here by Ted Camp, who co-wrote a number of the songs on the album with Pi, isn't that right?
Yeah. I think 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
You two are old tour buddies.
Yeah. We've known each other for years around the LA scene.
Mm-hmm.
I actually played bass in Pi's band a bunch of times over the years.
Still do sometimes.
And then we ended up doing this great tour in Europe together. It was 3 weeks driving around and flying to Scandinavia and Benelux and driving around in rental cars doing shows together. And we really kind of bonded over that time. Mm-hmm. And then when Pi was working on this record, she said, hey, I don't even think she asked me about co-writing, but we were just talking about making music and trying to write and what writer's block feels like. And I said, hey, I do a lot of co-writing and I love it. And I used to have a public deal in Nashville. And she said, well, let's try it.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
The chemistry was really great and natural.
Yeah, I historically have never really liked co-writing. I'm super control freak, but after spending 3 weeks in a car with somebody, you really know them well. And I was just like, if I'm going to write with anybody, I know Ted and I trust him to not screw up the song. He's going to make it better.
Well, thank you.
But you're a producer as well as a player and a writer. That's right, isn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Hey, don't we owe you a congratulations?
Oh,
if you'd like to.
Yeah, because Ted here was playing bass on the Tanya Tucker album that won the Grammy this year.
Such a good album.
That's right. I got my first Grammy just a few months ago.
So cool.
That was an amazing record to be a part of. It was produced by Shooter Jennings and Brandy Carlisle. And of course, Tanya Tucker was with a voice like that. All you got to do is play along,
So how is it?
A great team to be a part of, but I'm honored.
How is it between you and Pi as players together? Because, just the two of you on tour, that must have been, a great way of bonding about your music. Isn't that right, Pi?
Yeah, we both learned a huge amount. I learned probably 20, 30 songs of Ted's, which is always great because I really got to see what he does as a songwriter, and he's a great songwriter. So we learned a lot of each other's materials, and we would sort of take turns backing each other up. Sometimes it morphed into more of a duo type thing, but we really did our own stuff and just sort of supported each other well. Whoever was the lead at that moment,
And is there going to be more of this?
I don't know.
I hope so.
That would be awesome.
I hope so.
I really wanted you on this.
It was a really wonderful tour. And actually, one of the things that was special is that, Pi had been to Germany a bunch. And so she put a lot of those shows together. So I was her opening act and kind of sideman. And then there were other shows, like in parts of Holland and in parts of, like in Sweden and Finland, where I had been many times. And so we were introducing Pi and her music to them for the first time. Mm-hmm. So she was my opening act and then featured guest. Mm-hmm. So it was actually pretty great to not just kind of learn your 10-song set and get our thing together in the rehearsal room and then do it. Like every gig was a little different. Mm-hmm. And every gig, some were full band, some were just us as duos. Mm-hmm. So it was really great. We had to you kind of roll with it, and you have to getting into the song on the fly. And it's different than you rehearsed it last week or you did it last night. Mm-hmm. And so you really have to kind of be open and listen. And I think that also was part of it. It wasn't just that we, did 18 shows together and drove around together. Yeah. But it was we were winging it and having to follow each other leads and
One night we'd be in
read our signs.
a little dive bar, and the next night in a giant church. I just saw a video of that giant church
Yeah.
they did in
Oh, that was a good one.
Dorfmeister?
That was
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
I don't remember. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, the next song we're going to play is one you guys wrote together. Pi, can you tell us something about Diana the Hunter?
Yeah. So I had started that song because I had read the story. It's a true story about something that happened in 2013 in Juarez, Mexico. They've had a problem there for like 20 years. These girls have been disappearing on the way to their factory jobs. And this someone, they'd never caught her. They think it's like a middle-aged woman. Just had enough and went and started shooting these bus drivers that were kind of in on the scheme. And I thought that was a crazy story. And I wanted to write about it. But then when I started writing, it was so dark. And I was like, I showed it to Ted and I'm like, but no, we got to just can this. And you were the one that said, no, that's a crazy story. We have to finish the song. So thank you.
Yeah, it has to be told.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we tell it now? This is actually a clip from your performance on Ditty TV, I think,
Yes.
Pi. So it'd be great to see you and the band playing live.
Yeah.
This is Diana the Hunter.
Alrighty, so this next one was inspired by a newspaper article I read about the city of Juarez, a very dangerous city just across from El Paso, just across the river. You can see it. So for about 20 years, there have been a bunch of disappearances of young women that are found sometimes later in mass graves and horrible things. And they just could never seem to stop this from happening. A lot of these girls work in a factory, so they take the bus to the factory and just end up disappearing. So this woman, they don't know exactly who she is, but they think she's a middle-aged woman that was wearing a fake blonde wig or dyed her hair blonde, started going and hunting the bus drivers of Juarez who were believed to be in on the scheme of all this, and shooting them with a bow and arrow. And this is a true story. And I thought, well, if anyone deserves a song, it's that lady. Anyway, this song is called Diana the Hunter. What kind of beast eats its own, ignores the pleas of the weak and alone? They disappear on a bus from Let It Heal. You need a job, live with the fear. The streets of Juarez, the dark of night. Girl is missing by morning light. And when the system fails, everybody knows Diana Hunter grabs the bow. You will know justice. You will harvest fear. Mr. Bus Driver, your end is near. Oh, Diana the Hunter is here. What kind of a land betrays the young, calls them liars, whores, scum? And at a dark bus stop, hidden down behind a rock, Diana Hunter hits a mark. The rumors fly, just what went on when bow and arrow footprints on the ground. You will know just as you will always feel. Mr. Bus Driver, your end is near. Oh, Philadelphia. Mr. Bus Driver, feel the fear.
Look who's here.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
Hey.
So
Hey.
that was
Hi.
Diana the Hunter from Pi Jacobs' new album, Two Truths and a Lie. And most of the people who are playing on that video there are in front of us at the moment, as is also Melody from the record label, from Traviana Records. It's great to see you all. This is quite a little gathering we're having here to celebrate the launch of this album, Pi. Do you want to introduce everybody?
Sure. Well, on my screen in the upper right, that's Zach Hall. He plays bass and sings in the band. And
Hi, Zach.
Hey.
below is Adam Hall, who sings and plays dobro and banjo in the band.
Hi, Adam.
You introduced Melody.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
Hey.
And yes, they are related.
Not me, but
Well, yeah, not you, maybe Melody, but you're all from the same part of the world, aren't you? All three of you.
yeah, that's right.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're down there in the Blue Ridge Mountains in beautiful Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Indeed.
beautiful place.
Mm.
And how on earth does a woman from California with some great songs end up playing with a couple of guys and signing to a label in Floyd?
That's a really good question.
Tell us then.
Melody, do you want to tell people?
Oh, my first thought was divine providence. I don't know. Mark, who's the president of Mountain Fever Music Group and Traviana Records, saw that Pi was coming to our local music venue, or one of our local music venues, Dogtown Roadhouse, and he checked her out more closely because it was a little different than what we get through here. And he noticed that she was from LA and was touring through Nashville. And yeah, so it looked compelling to him. And he tried to get myself and Aaron, one of our engineers, Aaron Ramsey, to come in and see the show with him that night. I made it for the last song.
That's so funny.
They made it for the whole show, and then we had a great little meeting at the bar afterwards.
Yeah.
And,
They scared me, honestly, because they were really intent. They were sitting at this table for 2 whole sets, and I was by myself. And even I don't even like me for 2 whole sets by myself. Like, that's a lot of time for one artist. But they just sat there and they were really focused. And then afterwards, I think Mark asked Melody to come up and approach me first. So you came up and said, "Hey, can I buy you a beer? Come sit with us." And I sat down and they said, "We want to sign you." And I was like, this is so bizarre. Because Floyd is a very small town. I mean, what did you say the population is now? It's like,
I should know this. It's growing little bit at a time, but I think our downtown, our city limits population is about 700.
yeah.
700.
We have
I
a
love
huge
it.
county, and I don't know the actual count. I should have looked it up because you asked me this yesterday, and
Oh, no.
I stuttered.
Suffice it to say, it's a small town and my cell phone doesn't work there. So that was interesting.
So how did Zach and Adam get involved? How did you guys come in?
I think a friend of ours told me about them because, after I recorded our first album out there, I had a lot of dobro and upright on this acoustic record, and there's not that many people that play that even in a place like Los Angeles. So our mutual friend John Schreffler was playing a show with me, and he's like, "You should check out these guys. They're from Virginia." And so, did I call you? I don't remember how we actually met, but
Yeah,
do
I
you?
think you called me first, and yeah, we did some duo thing, I think, and then we got Zach on board after that.
Right, right. Oh, it was a
Pretty
weird
sure
gig. It was one of those
how it
gigs where you
unfolded.
play somebody else's song, and you and I played one of Ted's
Oh
songs.
yeah,
That's for the first
that's
several
right.
gigs I did with Adam and Zach. They were all weird gigs. We didn't play any of my music. We played like some cover band where we'd get up with 30 artists playing Tom Petty or something. It took a while before we got into playing my music anyway, but they're just perfect for it. So
And
yeah,
Zach, you guys have got your own band.
Yeah, we have our little bluegrass project, the Hall Brothers Bluegrass Band, that you know keeps us busy, keeps us entertained. But we've been we've been with Pi for a few years now, and that's been really fun and rewarding. And yeah, we're both really proud of the new record and excited.
So Floyd's turning into a bit of a music center, isn't it? Melody?
Yeah, we have Floyd Fest here, which has brought a lot of music attention to our town. And we're also well known for County Sales, which is a country music bluegrass distribution mecca from a long time ago, a tiny little spot that's known all around the world.
Yeah, I understand that all the touring bands divert to Floyd just to go to the store.
I think this is true. We're very fortunate that way. We're not too far from Highway 81, and we're right next to the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's a really nice spot to stop. And we've always loved music here in Floyd, whether it's bluegrass, old time, or more alternative, different genres of all different kinds. I think we're really good at supporting music here, even though we're a small population. And people like to come here to see music, just I guess because word has spread.
And you like to go there to
It's a
record
very
as
cool
well,
town.
Pi.
yeah. Well, Mountain Fever has a really beautiful recording studio. So, was it last year? Oh my gosh, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
I think we
Zach and Adam
started
and I, yeah,
earlier.
yeah. So we decided to tour from New York to Floyd and kind of get some shows under our belt, and then record the basic tracks for Two Truths and a Lie out at Floyd. So, and I was driving with them like to get there, and you're like, wow, this is full circle, Pi. Like I made you go back home or something. So
Yeah, it was weird that at that very moment, the last album that Zach and I had recorded on was like an hour away distance wise from the first album we ever did. So that was a totally full circle moment for us.
You're becoming a vortex for music. LA is moving in. Be careful, everybody in Floyd.
Yeah.
They were a really
Watch
fun
out.
crew to have here, I must say.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
Great. Well, it's a great record as well. We're here with Pi Jacobs and her band and her label. And we're here to talk about her new album, Two Truths and a Lie. And if you want to buy it, if you want to, you've just got to. You don't even have to get out of your chair. You just have to pick up your phone. You'll see at the bottom there's a link which will lead you to all the different favorite sources of streaming and downloading and everything else that you need to be able to listen to the whole album. And we're going to play another of your tracks now, Pi, which is another one that I think you wrote with Ted, Mercy.
yeah. Okay. Oh right. Okay. Cool.
Tell me about it.
Well, I'm not a mom. I'm a dog mom, I guess. But some of my friends are, and I think it looks like a difficult job. So I wanted to write a song about mothers. And this your video you're going to see is something we just recorded for WFUV and John Platt. And this is how Zach and Adam and I tour when, we're doing a more stripped down thing. I play this box with my feet and they sing all the parts and it's lovely.
Okay, well, this is a lockdown video, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. This is Mercy.
One, two. Oh, 1, 2. Who, how, who, how? A house full of kids and everyone needs something. Who, how? We all know who really keep it running. Who, how? When those knees get skinned, it's her job. When her heart breaks, she's a rock. Now it's a 4-man boat going down. She's the only one bailing it out. Oh, give mama relief, a little mercy, food and drink for the soul before she turns to bones. Who, how, who, how? He hates the boss, the job, she's gonna listen. Who, how? He won't think to ask her how a day went. Who, how? The teen screams, I hate you, slams the door. Baby's hungry, crying more. Now it's a 4-man boat going down. She's the only one bailing it out. Oh, give mama relief, a little mercy, food and drink for the soul before she turns to bones. Now it's a 4-man boat going down. She's the only one bailing it out. Oh, give mama relief, a little mercy, food and drink for the soul before she turns to. Oh, give mama relief, oh, a little mercy, food and drink for the soul before she turns to bones. Who, how, who, how, who, how, who, how?
Well, that was Mercy from Pi Jacobs' new album, Two Truths and a Lie. That was recorded during lockdown, as you could see, for John Platt's show On Your Radar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the On Your Radar showcase for WFUV, as I understand it.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that you couldn't have on that, of course, was your harmony vocalists.
No.
Which is a bit of a disaster, really, isn't it? I mean, God, Carol, where were you?
I was just singing along just now. It's hard not to.
Well, it's really lovely to have you here, Cal. You guys have worked together a lot, haven't you? Harmony Vocals Pie,
We have.
4 albums.
4 albums, and
Yeah.
you're still talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah. I can't, I
So-
don't know. I don't think I can make an album without her now. I don't think it's possible.
Everybody, this is Cal Pritchard, and you guys met when you were both living in Silver Lake.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
We both auditioned for the same group,
yeah.
Oh, really?
and yeah, and it was friendship from then on.
Totally. Yeah, we were both in the Silver Lake chorus together. Cal's still in it, yes? Yes.
Yes.
And it was a really fun group. And but I don't know, I think I singled you out. I was like, we're going to be friends. Oh, I know what it was. We lived close to each other, and I saw her walking down the street. She had pink hair at the time, and I pulled over, and I'm like, "Hey, you live here?" I think that's how it started. I don't know.
And you didn't run away? Cal, didn't
Who,
your parents tell you anything about strange women pulling up in cars and saying, "Hey"?
I said, give him a chance, and I did.
So, tell me a little bit about the importance of backing vocalists in your music, Pi.
Well, for the last, probably all of my albums, but for the last 4, I've really focused a lot on having at least 2 backup singers, and to me their parts are just as important as anything else. Sometimes I'll even hear the background part before I think of mine. I grew up listening to a lot of like girl group music and R&B and soul, and I just have always craved that sound. And I think being in the Silver Lake chorus kind of brought it back for me, my love of singing with other people. And there's nothing like, can you believe that? Sorry.
The level of professionalism.
I know.
You just reminded me.
It's astounding. I am a pro.
Is that you calling her, Cal?
I wasn't,
No, it's
but
a
I'm
robot.
gonna.
She's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, and I think that the chorus was really inspired me to get back to that, because I grew up singing in choir a lot, and there's something magical about standing next to somebody and being in tune with them, and the pitch going like this at the same time. I don't know, it's magic. And Cal being my close friend, it makes it even better. So
You should see the things she says about you, Cal. She says, she believes you're one of her greatest singing influences.
Oh, that's so nice. Well,
it's completely true.
the feeling is mutual. I really, really enjoy singing with Pi, and I love her songwriting.
And
It's a joy.
we were hoping to have the third musketeer here, Jess Hudak, but we don't know if she's going to make it at all, because she's battling with sproglets, as we call them over here in Limeyland.
Yeah, she's
Give
got
Mama relief.
Yeah. Mom's got a baby appointment.
So do the 3 of you like get together and work things through together? Is that how it was recorded on this album?
Well, Jess vocal produced the record. So I came with some ideas of what the background vocals should be, but then we all sat in a room, and it's nice because I would say that Jess is a high soprano and Kel's a mezzo, and I'm definitely an alto. And so the blend is easy. And, we started with an idea, and then Jess and Kel just sang different stuff, and we recorded it.
So what do you reckon to the album then, Kel? Are you happy?
Very happy. Lyrics are super important to me, and I think they're very important to Pi as well. And it's a really good album. Very beautifully written.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope people are going to buy the record today or tomorrow, the day after, and maybe for a long time after, whenever they see this, you can see down at the bottom of the screen there, Get the Album Now, and there's a link that you can follow to your favorite distribution system. This next song is one in which we see both of you together, but unfortunately, again, we don't get to see Jess on this one because you did this again on Ditty TV.
Yeah, this was shot at Ditty TV's studio in Memphis, and I believe Jess was pregnant, so she didn't come on that trip with us. But we sang with Brianna Sage, who is a good friend of all of ours and has sung a lot with Jess. So it was almost the same.
Now this song, like all the songs on the album, has a really strong message, doesn't it?
Which song are we playing?
We're talking about Party Girl.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a song. It was actually written for Emma Gonzalez, one of the kids in the Parkland shooting who went to Congress and kind of made a big stand about that shooting and gun control. But it was also because she reminded me a lot of how I was kind of a nerd girl in high school. And so it's an amalgamation of things.
Yeah, well, let's let the song speak for itself in that case. This is Party Girl live on Ditty TV.
So this next song we're going to play was inspired by the kids that survived the Parkland shooting. There was that one girl, Emma Gonzalez, with the shaved head. Actually, they were all pretty amazing and wonderful and went to Congress to go speak their mind. But that girl, I just thought she was so inspirational. I mean, she was 17 years old and standing up and saying her mind in Congress, which, you know, when I was 17, I was just kind of a jerk. So it was inspired by her, and it's a little bit of her and a little bit of me. And it's for any girl that doesn't fit the mold. I tried hard to be a party girl, all them days desperate to fit in. I ain't Asian or Caucasian, though I look it. Oh, I'm the future before it begins. Now mama said I got that from my daddy. Never met the man, but I ain't heard nothing good. I'm too young to be pronounced a bad seed. Oh, I'm the future, just pre-understood. And I tried hard to be a party girl, all them nights desperate to fit in. Well, I ain't gay or straight, but you're gonna think it. Oh, I'm the future before it begins. And in 20 years a study will come, telling us what we already know. All them screens and devices that connect us leave us more alone than history shown. And I tried hard to be a party girl, all them days trying to fit in. I'm not fat or thin, and it ain't your business. Oh, I'm the future before it begins.
future before it begins. Oh, the future before it begins. Oh, the future before it begins.
That was Party Girl from Two Truths and a Lie, the new album by Pi Jacobs. And we're sort of celebrating the record. We're celebrating a great band and Pi's career. And we're joined now by somebody who has had made an indelible stamp upon Pi's career. This is the dreaded Butch Norton.
Yes, hello.
Those are actually his ears there. And Butch,
I hate in-ears. I can't wear them.
quite clearly. Tell me, Butch, you've been playing with Pi for quite a long time, and you're quite used to playing with very strong female artists. How does Pi shape up?
She shapes up in the category of the women that I've worked with. She's right there, especially with this new record. It's the subject material and the writing, what she's tackled, and musically, it's right up there, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
You've played for quite a long time together. Pi, how do you get on with Butch? He's also a pretty strong character, isn't he?
He's the best. First of all, don't make me all sniffly, Butch. No, we've been friends for a while. I can't remember exactly how we met, but around the scene in LA, and you did a couple shows with me kind of here and there. And I feel like it's more like we would get together for coffee and I would show you songs, and you've just been really, really supportive of me. And then with this record,
Songs and therapy.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
for both of us. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I understand that you aren't quite the big tough guy you appear, but you love your yoga, and you're quite a spiritual soul, really, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I have to be. Mrs. Butch makes sure I do that.
And Pi keeps you in order too. I mean, it must be great when you've worked with people like, you've done quite a bit with Lucinda Williams, I understand, and Fiona Apple and Tracy Chapman, people like that. I mean, it's a credit to Pi that you see her as important as she is to me and to all of her friends.
She's a sweetheart, and she's true to who she is. And those are the people that I've been fortunate enough to work with in my career. And those are the only people I like to work with, people that are true to who they are. And again, people need to hear this record.
Yeah, absolutely. Pi, I mean, it's called Two Truths and a Lie for a reason, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that the theory was it was all songs about women, and I really enjoy writing songs not about myself. I'll find a character, and then if it's a character I relate to from the heart, then I can just sort of run with it. But some of the songs on the record are just directly about me, and I just figured it would be fun if people wanted to play the game. Just, you can guess which ones are about me and which ones aren't. So.
Do the band know?
I think they got a pretty good idea.
Yes, we know. Yes.
So where did you record all the drums for this?
We recorded the drums at New Monkey Studios in Van Nuys. We went in for a day. That's Elliott Smith's old studio, owned by some dear friends of mine, Joel and Rob. And after Pi and I, after she was the slave driver in my rehearsal studio, telling me exactly every little part to play.
He's being completely facetious. I did not tell him what to play. We sort of agreed going into that we wanted these sort of slow, groovy grooves. And so I demoed everything out with just loops and samples and stuff and showed Butch. I'm like, am I crazy? And he's like, no, I got this. And from then on, you just had it. Like when we recorded at New Monkey, he would do 3 passes. They were all perfect. And it'd be like, hey, here's a different bridge for you. And, you know, if we wanted to cut and paste things together, perfect, seamless. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we did the tracking in one day, all the drums. Yeah.
One day,
but
the whole album.
one day, the whole album in one day. But that's because Pi was so prepared, and the couple rehearsals we had, she had it down, and we went in the studio, and she knew the songs, and I knew the songs, and you know, and since I know her, it just fit perfectly, and I'm really good.
Dudes, he's really, really good.
Well, we got someone else who's really, really good has just joined us because she was missing earlier, fighting off the babies. Jess Hudak.
Hello.
Hi.
You arranged the vocals.
Yeah. You know, Pi called me up and said she wanted to, you know, just work in depth and push herself more and just vocally. And I'm like, that's so funny. I love sitting there and telling people what to do. No, having worked with Pi for a few years, just singing backup for her, it's like we already had such a good rapport, and it was just so, it was like very relaxing. I was pregnant at the time, and it was like pretty awesome just chilling with my woman here and like trying different stuff and pushing each other. And it was a pretty cool team, because like you would go in the booth and we would work out all sorts of stuff, and then you would come out and do all the comping and trade off and be like, no, cool, because I'm a Logic girl, and we were working in Pro Tools, so
yeah,
for efficiency.
But I will say, Jess is a perfectionist, and there were maybe one day where I had a few tears, just one day.
I'm so sorry,
but yeah, it was a great experience.
I think of it more as like I can see the things that you do and hear the things you do with your voice, and I want to I'm always trying to unlock new things, and just it's more fun. It's like fun when you figure out new things you can do vocally, and then it's like new fun things to play with in your new writing.
Is that the same with you, Butch? That I mean, you recorded an entire album in one day because you know the stuff so well, and because, of course, you're so good. But you know, as everybody will acknowledge or die. But is there also in your relationship with Pi, is there something about really carefully working through the stuff and making sure that what you do locks into the music really, really closely?
Yes, with anybody I work with, there has to be that connection, and there has to be that, for me, that sensibility to make it work.
I have to say,
yeah, Pi.
Oh, Butch is the only drummer I've ever worked with that has asked me for the lyrics for my songs. You're the only one. Which, when you did that, I was just blown away, because like, of course you need to know what the lyrics are. You know?
Yeah, you need to know. The sentiment, the picture, the movie that you're creating. I have to know that, and I have to feel that. And if I can't help, portray that in my drumming, then I'm just playing beats, and that's not what it should be about.
It's interesting how between all of you that we're talking to here today, there's a real sense that despite the fact you're all in different parts of the world on lockdown, haven't seen each other for months on end, you really bond as a band. Do you think that's very much part of why you do this, Jess?
I mean, just doing this gig with Pi has kind of like, it came from being referred by another singer in New York, because you were doing a gig at Rockwood, and I think Kel couldn't make it. So I believe I was referred by someone else who had moved somewhere else. And that's how it all started, was just a random referral for a gig. And I feel like worked so well together. And there I go off on a tangent, because I'm so excited to have joined the cast. And I'm like, let me just talk about how much I love Pi so much real quick.
Well, that's the underlying current with all of us. How much we love Pi.
Yeah.
Honestly, and
I-
and
yeah.
and she is very dedicated to this and to her music, and that, you know, there's so many people I work with, thankfully not less, more as I'm older now, that are not dedicated to what they're doing. You see them, they've been working on an album. I've done records that are still haven't been come out yet that I recorded 7 years ago, and this, you know, the artist is like, well, I gotta do this and do that. It's like, come on,
Like,
let's
just
get
make
it
the
together.
music. Yeah.
Let's do it. And Pi is on top of it and deserves it all because she's true to what she does.
Yeah.
Right.
Did I miss the Hall brothers?
Yeah,
You
but
did, but
they're
they
coming
are
back.
with us. They're in the green room. If you want to go backstage, you'll be able to have a word with them there, Jess. And
Yeah, I've gotten to know them pretty well because of Pi, and worked with them on vocals and stuff like that, and gotten to know them as musicians and people like this. It's just, you know, and Butch, you know, it's like sometimes you get hired for a gig and it doesn't, like, whatever, it's cool and fun and you have a nice time. And then there's times where it actually develops and you get to have awesome times and then produce vocals on a record. Like, that's like a dream come true for me to be able to do. And I got to do it because Pi believed in me. I'm like, well, you're awesome, so let's do this.
hello there. Who's this?
This is Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
Ruby, hello.
How you doing?
This
Ruby,
is some
say hello to the whole world. They're all out there watching you.
feral child who just broke in. I don't know who this is.
Well, if anyone hears weird noises from me at the moment, it's because a peacock has just walked past outside. And it's currently, believe it or not, they fly here, and it's flown up into the tree where it sleeps opposite my place. So it's all getting a little chaotic, and I think we should play some music, don't you, Pi?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've got another piece here that's from the Digi TV program. This is First Thing Tomorrow. And did you want to say something about the song?
No, I think it speaks for itself.
Well, the first line certainly does. Here's to a better world. This is First Thing Tomorrow.
So we're living in crazy, crazy times. And so we're living in crazy, crazy times. And so we're living in crazy, crazy times. And this song is not so much a political expression as just telling it how it is for me personally. All right. Oh, I've been drunk since the election, trying to make it not be real. Every morning when I'm hurting, I take 2 Tylenol and deal. Every time I see a headline, I don't think it can get worse. Well, I used to be okay, now I think we're all cursed. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna finally make a plan. Ooh, yeah, I put that bottle down
Can't turn my TV off at night. Oh, I never thought the Nazis would come out in plain sight. They're taking babies from their families, they say, to make us more secure. Oh, but when their kids are grown up, they'll be out for blood for sure. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna finally make a plan. Ooh, yeah, I'll put that bottle down, wake up and take my stand. Ooh, yeah, I'm at the bottom of the bottle, I stagger from my couch to bed. Oh, as messed up as I am, I can't kill these voices in my head. They're saying, girl, you better show up, even if it don't mean boo. So that if the evil wins, you'll know you did all you could do. Yeah, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna finally make a plan. Ooh, yeah, I'll put that bottle down, wake up and take my stand. Ooh, yeah, yeah, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna finally make a plan. Ooh, yeah, put that bottle down, wake up and take a stand. Ooh, yeah. First thing tomorrow. Yeah. First thing tomorrow. First thing tomorrow. First thing tomorrow.
Ah,
Well, how about that then?
and we're back.
We are back. Everybody, this has been a really great event for me. It's just lovely to see Pi. My name's Ned Farmer, and I'm based in England, and Pi and I occasionally play together, and I stay with her and her family, and she comes and stays with me and mine. And it's really special having seen the early stages of this album way back. Jess, I even saw you play pregnant, and yeah, at the Hotel Cafe.
Wow, that was a night. Kel was a
Yeah.
big part of that night too.
Yeah, I was there with Cal as well. And it's just really great to meet all of you here today. People are listening in from around the world, whatever time of day or night it is. I hope you've enjoyed listening to the songs from Pi's new album and the stories behind it. Pi Jacobs' album is called Two Truths and a Lie. It's on Traviana Records. You can see at the bottom of the screen there is a link, which means you can go and buy it immediately, and buy it for all your friends while you're at it. We'd like to say goodbyes now before we play the last video. So I'll tell you what, we'll go around the musicians on the screen at the moment, and then come back to Pi, and then we'll go to the other ones as well. So Jess, it's been great to see you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad I made it. Sorry about, all these babies and stuff keeping me busy, but it's always awesome to see you, even if it's just like this. I love you guys.
I know.
I miss you.
I miss you. Can we have a distance beer or something?
Yes. We'll have a distance tequila.
Even better.
Right, and next we got it's Adam, isn't it? Or is it Zach?
Correct.
It's Adam. I was right.
It's Adam. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been really fun.
Yeah, it's great to see you. How is it down there in in the Blue Ridge Mountains at the moment? How's the weather?
I'm actually in California, so
You're not.
yeah, oh yeah,
God, dear, I feel
and
calm.
it's sunny and 75, so can't complain.
That's why you're on the screen, because I said let's do the California people first. And let's Butch. Butch, it's been great to meet you.
Likewise, Nev. Thanks. And thanks to Triviana Records. And this is a great record. So proud to be a part of it. Everybody go get it. Buy 5 or 6 copies. Go ahead.
At least. And then get the vinyl, and then the box set, and everything else as well. Cal,
Neville.
it's been lovely to see you.
Such a pleasure. You're so good at this.
Well, it's fun, isn't it? It's all friends together, even if we are a long way apart in these strange times.
It feels great.
Yeah, and it's great to hear you on the record.
It was great to be heard, and it was my absolute pleasure.
So, who else we got here now? Oh, hi, we got Zach in there.
Hey,
Hi, how you doing, man?
great.
Thanks so much for coming along.
Yeah, this was fun, guys.
Totally fun.
Let's do it again for the next record.
Okay.
Are we going to have this band touring sometime, Pi?
Well, oh,
That's some funny shit.
we've had a lot canceled. I am supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to the UK and Europe in October. Who knows? But when we are able to do it, we will do it.
I think it has to happen somehow or other. I'm sure there's people out there racing around at the moment trying to invent the software to make you all able to play together.
Yeah.
Who else have we not said goodbye to yet? Is anyone else still here?
Maybe Melody from the label.
Is Melody there? Hi, Melody.
Oh,
Did
hey.
you say bye to Zach?
Nice
Yes.
to see you guys. It's been lovely to be here with you.
Yeah.
It's been great to meet you as well, Melody, and great to hear the level of support that you've been giving to this record.
It's our pleasure.
Yes. Thank you.
So, Pi, it's time to say goodbye.
It is. But thank you all so much. And European friends all over the world that we may or may not see soon. We miss you. So, go get the record and be close to us.
Should we finish with something special?
Oh, yeah. This is a video we did in quarantine. It's one of my favorite songs off the record. And the band, you'll see the whole band in it. And you'll see also just a bunch of fans that contributed really cool, fun videos showing us what their quarantine was like.
So this is Pi Jacobs' new album, Two Truths and a Lie. This is the next single from it.
It is out now. It's the latest single, yes.
It is out now, and thanks to all the fans who joined in with this as well. And thank you all for joining us today. Tell people about this. This will be online. You'll be able to watch it tomorrow, the day after, and after you've learned all the songs because you bought the record. Hopefully you'll tell all your friends about it as well. My name's Nev Farmer, and I'm signing off from little old England. And this is No Sin to Be Poor.
Oh, Mary, get back in the line, as if you got nothing but time. You got your kids counting on you, waiting on stamps of food. Girl, it's no sin. 3 jobs and a couple of babies. Oh, Mary, you ain't never been lazy, but you can't make water from wine. You're paying that rent on time. Girl, it's no sin. Oh, go on, line up and go. Take a big solo. Oh, dancing in the dollar stores. No sin to be poor. more. You don't know you've never been in his shoes, so don't you go look at the floor. No, no, it's no sin. Girl, go on, shine up them go-go's, take a big solo, oh, dancing in the Dallas stores. No. Now, Mary, don't go taking no guff from some kid living up on a trust, or some lady in designer wardrobe. You're looking good in them second-hand clothes. Oh,